Hi Libra. 5 of Wands. The Devil. Could be Capricorn. 4 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. Chariot. Death card. This could be Cancerian. This could be Scorpio. Alright, let me put that there. Okay, alright. There. Okay. Are you moving? Perhaps you need to. Well, in terms of you thinking you need to move on or you need to move, it feels like you might think you need to shake things up or do something differently here. So we got the 5 of Wands and the Devil. What's this Devil card about for Libra? Oopsie. What's this Devil card about for Libra? Five of Cups. Alright. Oops. That was a Page of Pentacles. I was going to jump. What's this? 4 of Swords. King of Cups. What's this 4 of Swords for Libra? Ace of Cups. Alright, so there might have been some drama and you're like, you know, I need a break from this. I need to refortify. I'm not doing this. This could be you refusing to change your position on something that you're like, no, I don't have to back down. The dynamic needs to be changed. Like, I don't want to abide things being unhealthy anymore. And this is you taking a stand with that. What's this 2 of Pentacles? Libra, what's this 2 of Pentacles? High Priestess. So we got 2 4s. Is this a 7? It's a 6. So we got 2 4s. I'm worried about something. Kind of staying up at night. That was a Hangman. What's this Chariot about for Libra? Queen of Cups. So both of these are Cancer. All right, it looks like you're moving out or moving on from a situation that basically you're wanting to feel some self-efficacy. You're not going back. You're actually going to end something, and you're going to. There's a sense of you wanting to save yourself or protect yourself from backtracking or changing your mind by physically moving out or physically moving away. What's this Death card about for Libra? What's this Death card about? Libra. 7 of Cups reversed. All right. This is actually very simple. You know for the Libras I'm reading for, you know yourself well enough to know that if you don't make some swift and immediate changes while you're kind of got this sort of confrontational, assertive momentum, that enough time will go by to where you'll kind of backtrack. So you're making big changes now. This is you kind of being on the fence, and your biggest defense mechanism or attribute right now for your defenses is to withdraw and be secretive about what your next moves are. It's like you've had to go kind of underground or to kind of be very reclusive or secretive about what you're going to do next, and it's almost like a surprise, like, okay, well, I'm just going to go and do it before I can stop myself, before I can let anybody know, and then they get in my way. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to make plans. I'm going to go for it. So you're thinking about, for the Libras that I'm reading for, this is about you probably either moving or making plans to move, and then very quickly afterwards moving out and moving on, because you're going back and forth like this, and it could be that you've even you're at odds with whoever this is you're dealing with, and both of you are kind of digging your heels in, and there's some sadness, but also realizing that the dynamic's not going to change, and that the other person is being stubborn, or you're just realizing it's not going to change. They don't hear or value what you're saying. It's just one of those things, and you're like, okay, to save me from myself, I am moving on. And there's going to come a point where things are pretty clear and where you're not kind of waffling and back and forth anymore. That this has been a long time coming, and you're gonna get pretty clear-headed about what needs to be done. It's, you know what needs to be done, but your heart, you're still kind of like this. You're still kind of like, "Arr!" But with the towards the end of the month, it's just gonna be, you're not on the fence anymore. You're going to be very, you're not going to be confused. You're not going to be overwhelmed or like, I don't know what to do. You're going to know that, okay, this is what needs to be done. So there's going to be no looking back. So this is kind of about a physical move. If this isn't about a physical move, it's a symbolic move, and you're going to be changing things in your physical environment. You might even start making yourself be more social as much as we can with kind of the latest updates of what's going on as far as sheltering in place and whatnot. But as much as you can, this is you wanting to do new and different to keep yourself active, busy, occupied, and that much further distancing yourself from this unhealthy dynamic. So, yeah. And that's smart because, you know, idle mind, idle hands, we revert back, we get nostalgic, all of that. So, what else for Libra? What else for Libra? The dagger, conflict and danger lie in wait. Well, that's a little red sunshine, isn't it? So, this is, you're dealing with someone that is not giving you a straight answer. You're dealing with someone that might be juggling two people, kind of going back and forth, very secretive. So this is you going, you know what, I'm taking a break from this situation because nothing's going to change. This dynamic is unhealthy, and you're moving on out of self-preservation and self-care. Again, it could be moving house. And this is you, all of a sudden, unexpectedly, perhaps, once you do make that movement, in the name of self-care and in the name, like you've got friends supporting you here, you're all of a sudden what's in front of you is going to become very crystal clear. There's not going to be any more confusion about this ending, about the changes. You're going to realize, oh, I've changed. That's why we're arguing and I'm conflicted, and why we're is because I can't go back to the way it was. Yeah, I might be on the fence, but I'm not going to go back to the way it was. I'm different now. I'm changed. This is self-love, self-care, and wanting more out of relationships. Because you're just like, I can't. What else for Libra? Justice. Could be Libra. Yeah, this is, okay. So maybe perhaps knowing that things are calm now because you've said your piece, you're not backing down, and they've kind of like, been like, well, they haven't given you a straight answer, and they're still kind of like, you feel like they're still keeping things from you. You're like, that's the answer I need. I have my answer. Things are good. We're good. I'm out. Because you know that more to come. That this is just more of the same. If you stay, if you negotiate, if you re-enter negotiations, whatever it is, things are not going to change. You know that. So you're like, you know what? I'm going to take this as my answer, and I'm out of here. I'm moving on for my good. I'm gonna go get my good. What else for? No more disillusionment. Claim your independence. Cat spirit. Good for you. This is you realizing I'm not afraid anymore, not like before, or I'm not blank anymore, not like before. Whatever you want to insert there, this is you kind of waking up and realizing, okay, I've kind of been down and upset about this long enough. Confronting this person and saying my piece feels good, but they're not hearing me, and they won't. So I just have to take me and mine elsewhere. And you get real clear on that in the month of July. There's no, it's going to feel like the right decision to move on and do your own thing, because you know it's not going to change. The thing is, though, I think the reason why this is showing up as unexpected for the month of July is because you've been doing this dance with this person or entity for quite some time. Like if it's a job, whatever, you've been going back and forth for quite some time. And it's because you felt like maybe getting them to listen to you would be the answer, but then you realize, oh, they've heard me all along. They're just choosing not to. They're just choosing to stay combative instead of get proactive. So, nope, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm you know, it feels like that maybe, and that's probably what brings you the closure and allows you to move on, because you're like, this has been exhausting. And this is somebody who's not into resolution. They do better with the chaos, because then they can still get at me. Things are still negotiable, it's this and that. They're not being respectful, or it's just devolving. We're not able to communicate. So what's the point? So, all right. So we've got Ace of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Pentacles on its side. This is somebody who, you're dealing with somebody who uses security and control, or as a control mechanism. They withhold security as a control mechanism. And they're not reliable. They can be very authoritative and domineering and controlling, and they have the means, but they dole it out as reward and punishment, or they withhold it as reward or punishment. So this is you deciding you're going to make your own security, that you don't need this person in that capacity anymore, if at all. Because there's too wishy-washy. Look at them. That 1 minute they do, the next minute they don't. Secretive. They hold all the answers, and they like to keep it. No. You're done. And you know it. Just becoming more clear and deciding to move on this month. For sure. Like, going back and forth happens. We all do it. But you get a wake-up call this month. Something becomes quite clear. I think you kind of see the dynamic for what it is, and that's what makes you go, oh, no, okay. You fully understand what I've said the whole time. You just keep doing that. You're not interested in resolution. It's very eye-opening when you realize, oh, wait, you understood what I was saying the whole time. I'm sitting here trying to convince you or plead my case because I think you just don't understand. But you've understood the whole time. You just have no interest, which means you don't care enough. Well, okay. That makes it very crystal clear for me. I'm out. Okay. All right, Libra. Sticking to your guns. I hope this was helpful and good for you, for kind of getting yourself out of a situation to keep yourself from negotiating with yourself and doing this dance. No more.